we are talking to Sarah Frank. And we're so excited to talk to you. Met through Jason Dunn of all people, but I'm not going to hold that against her at all because it's not fair, right? For real. So you're getting started in music, and I saw your video yesterday. So first of all, where are you from, and how did you get started in music?
I started music when I was very little. When I was 4 or 5, I've always just loved singing. And so just music has just been a thing that's been put on my heart for a long time. I didn't really start getting serious about my music career until 6th grade. And so now just I've been continuously taking singing lessons and piano lessons and just expanding my musical range. And so, yeah, my music career didn't start kicking off until actually last August. I got to go to Atlanta and record my single with Third Day and Consumed by Fire. And so I was there for 5 days. And so 2 of those days I got to go and hang out with them and just get to know them and record my single. And so, yeah.
Well, Scotty Wilbanks is another way we know each other then because I've known Scotty for a very long time. And he is one of the most dear people. I mean, he's every time Third Day comes in town, well, I manage a band that our guitar player also plays for Mac's country tours. And actually, when Mac does solo stuff on Christian tours, he always goes and plays with him. So we coordinate our stuff when he plays for Mac and when he plays for us. And so we know Mac a lot, and we did a single with him singing on our single. But when they come in town, it was Scotty that I talked to that would like hook me up with like tickets and come see me like during the show, come out in the audience and sit and talk for a little bit, and like just so kind. And he did some recording for artists that I knew, and I referred some artists to him actually. Um, so our guitar player is actually a producer as well, so that's who we go through now for the band that I work with. But so yeah, working with Scotty, it's amazing, right? He's really fun.
Yeah, Scotty's awesome. I really enjoyed working with him. He was super funny the whole time, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
And mad piano skills. I mean, seriously. Very impressive piano. Well, so what? How would you like for people who don't know who you are? Like, how would you categorize like your style? Like, what's your influence and what kind of style are you kind of trying to shape?
Well, so I'm like a huge fan of Toby Mac and Torrin Wells. And so I'm working on eventually just starting out. My single has that influence of Christian pop, which has always been the genre I've enjoyed most being in. And so just being able to produce music that I like and that I know other people like is just such a great thing. And so, yeah, I would just say my biggest influences are Torrin Wells and Toby Mac, and that's where I kind of try to base my music off of.
Yeah, Toby has to worry because Torrin passed him up quick. Like Torrin, like came out of the gate with so much talent, and I was like, dude, you better watch it. Torrin, like with Royal Taylor, the whole thing, and then Torrin by himself. Like he is just he's so quick. Like with the dancing, with the singing, like he has it down so well, and he is really really talented. It's kind of like the Group One crew, or now Blanca, I guess you'd say, like that kind of little bit of R&B pop, kind of that influence where you can dance to it, like you can. I love that kind of music. I listen to everything from Frank Sinatra to like Petra. So, I honestly I love all the in between. I like worship music when I'm in worship, but when I'm in my car, I want it to jam, you know. I want to jam in my car, and usually when I'm like cooking or anything else, that's the kind of music I tend to, you know, gear towards too. It's kind of you know, the I don't know, I don't even know how to describe the sound except for kind of what you were talking about. I love Mandisa, like, you know, several people like that were, you know, I used to love, you know, Good Morning. Like I just would play that like in the mornings when I did not feel like getting up and I had to, and I can put Mandisa on because she's such a bubbly person. It reminds me of when I hear her singing. So when is your single coming out? When is your single going to be available for people?
So my single should be coming out soon. It's called "It Will Be Alright." So I don't know the exact date it's coming out soon, but I've heard from Scotty and Consume by Fire that it should be coming out probably in the next couple weeks. And so I just haven't figured out the exact date yet. But when it does come out, I will definitely make sure to tell you guys. And it should be all over my social media too. That when the date's coming out. So yeah.
So what is the song about? The new single?
Okay. So my new single is called "It'll Be Alright." So I wrote. So before I went to Atlanta, I had to write like a couple songs, and this song took me like a couple months to write. So it was just my song. It's just about, you know, you go through struggles in life, but if you focus your eyes on God, then everything will be all right, and that God's going to carry you through that. And so I've just used my past experiences and wrote it into a song. And yeah.
It's a great message. Our band August Rain, we made a song called Hold On, and it's literally just saying like hold on soldier, you know, just hold on, because sometimes that's the hardest part. It's not necessarily when you get bad news or, you know, when the struggle is over, it's that in between where you're having to wait on God. You don't feel helpless, hopeless, you know, don't know what to do, and you know it says, you know, we will be victorious if, you know, we aren't we faint not, you know, we're going to be weary, it's going to happen, but it's just reminding us, just that positive message of hold on, it's going to be all right, you know, just reminding
Yeah.
ourselves that there is hope in the midst of whatever you're going through. So what is your background as far as how did you come to know the Lord?
So I was adopted when I was, well, I went into foster care when I was 3 and got adopted when I was 6. And so the family I have gotten adopted into, they are Christians. And so I was raised into it. And just the older I got, the more I realized, like, I really do depend on God for my life. And so, yeah, that's like how I accepted the Lord. I accepted the Lord when I was 6. And ever since, I've just been serving Him and trying to be faithful to Him, too.
There's something about that age because I was 7 when I accepted the Lord. I had 2 kids of mine. I have 3 kids. 2 were 7 and one was 7 or 8. I think it was a little older. But like 6, 7, 8, like there's something about that age where there's enough understanding of, like, you're starting to have problems. Like you're starting to realize, oh man, life's surreal, and you know, little ways obviously at 6, but what you had already been through was, you know, you had already been in the foster system 3 years. Sounds like.
So actually, I went into foster care when I was 3, but the foster family that I was with was the same one that adopted me. So
Oh, that's great.
yeah, I've been in the same family for practically all my life.
Do you remember anything before 3? Do you remember any of that?
Yeah, I do. I actually remember my biological mother and some of my siblings and stuff. So yeah, I remember some things when I was 3, or before 3, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Gosh, you've got to be thanking God all the time that someone that was that amazing took you in. I just reviewed this new movie called Champion, and it's one of the few faith films that touches on foster care. And there's a dad who goes off the rails and has a little girl, and she's begging him to get his act together, and she has to go into
Yeah.
she has to go into foster care, but it's a Christian family, and their whole goal is to try to help restore the dad with the daughter if they can. And it's actually kind of an undertone. It's not the main theme of the movie, but I thought it was great because I grew up. My mom and dad had foster kids in and out of our home a lot, and I would get attached to them, and then they would leave, and we wouldn't know where they were at, and it's really a hard situation. So I'm glad that God blessed you like that to be able to. You're gonna have to write a song about that someday.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, you can parallel it with being, adopted into God's family, and how much it's as if you were your parents. I know feel you are as if they actually had you by blood. Because my sister, I
Yeah.
mean, there's no distinction between her four kids. It is you would never know it. In fact, my adopted niece and nephew look more like my sister and her husband than their natural kids. so
Yeah.
so it's kind of funny. No, but a lot of people don't even know they're adopted. But she's always been a big advocate for that, and it's a really incredible thing. And you may want to do it one day. It's such a beautiful beautiful thing. So what is next for you as far as once you get single out? I mean, are you doing dates? Are you booking like, churches or anything like that?
Yeah, so I've been in the process of setting up a couple shows after my single comes out. And so after that comes out, me and my band members were thinking about maybe starting to work on an EP or an album or something like that. We don't know exactly what we're going to do yet. We're just in the process of like brainstorming, like where do we want to go from here as a group. So yeah.
And you guys all live in Oregon, is that right?
Yeah. So, funny story. My band members' names are Thomas, Victor, and Logan. So I actually met them while going on tour for a college. I was at New Hope Christian College. So I was there, and like I was talking to these guys about like just going and recording my single with Scotty and Consumed by Fire, and then they're like, oh, we're like huge Third Day fans, and this was in the middle of me like he was telling me about financial aid and stuff and what to expect for college next year, and so then we're like, okay, like we should perform together. So 2 days ago, we were able to open for the Christian singer Sean McDonald together, and then ever since then we've just kind of clicked and we enjoy working together, and so yeah.
I love Sean McDonald. He's really amazing. He's been around a long, oh, not a long time, but he's been around a while, and I think
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy. He's talented, but he is really really a sweet guy. I haven't seen him in a while in concert. It's not a lot of people want to come to Michigan. I don't know. They say because it's kind of cold here, but I don't know. I know I love it because I'm from Texas. So yeah, we don't. We get regular tours through here like Winter Jam, and there's some big amphitheaters and stuff like that. We're starting to get more people here, but a lot of indie bands. It's a long drive. We're next to Canada, man. Like, so it's hard. And but once people get here, they usually try to get several dates around. That's the key. Is if you book something in like Georgia, then book something in Illinois and Ohio, and like and all like make a path and try all the way down, and that way you can probably pay for your trip.
So I'm actually in my senior year of high school. I'm 16 and a senior, so
Oh my gosh,
I'm
I didn't
thinking
realize you were so young.
Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm thinking about going to college next year, but there's just been multiple opportunities that I've been offered with, so it's just making up my mind and deciding on what I want to do exactly. And so, yeah.
Well, you have to just you got to completely give it to prayer, and you may even need to fast on it. I mean, that's a huge decision, and but where God guides, He provides, and but we when we try to promote ourselves above His timing, we can't sustain it. And that's a tricky thing as a musician, because so you were able to like get some feedback from people after your concert, and it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a really fun experience. Yeah, it was my first concert performing with Sean, so I felt like it was a really good turnout, and it was lots of fun too, which is the most important, is having fun while doing your music.
If God calls you to it, then you'll be blessed and you'll be taken care of, and that's the main thing.
So open doors, yeah.